Good morning to you, everybody. I am Sandy Wilhelmina. I am here with another video, which hopefully I'll keep in frame this time. Sorry about that. Oops. I was going to be all fancy. I am coming to you today to show you a few new things that I've been up to. I think I'll start with this. I have put together some packets from a recipe book that I acquired. I've actually had it here a little while, a long while. And what it was there was one ledger book, a small one about this size, that had a ton of really old recipes. It was in awful shape. And this came with it, and I don't know an age on either one of them. The dates I found were 1889 and 1926. So it's, I think it's a family set of recipe books. I just have to double check my stuff here. I think we're okay. Da-da-da. If I act together before I start, right? Trying to do pretty borders to keep myself in the frame. Probably should move my chair. I'm such a techno doofus. Anyhow, so I did take apart the ledger. It was just a tiny little ledger recipe book that she kept all the recipes, and I think that they're both family recipes that have been handed down. Definitely the small one was, but it was in really bad shape. So what I did was I took apart each of the in signatures, well, so that I could share it with more than one person, because it was coming apart anyway. So this is what I have in the packets. There are, oh my goodness, I do have notes every time I do this, but you know what? They run off on me. So I took it apart in signatures. So there are 7 signatures that will be available. And it's just so neat, the things that they kept. Oh, geez. What is this? Well, obviously I did not keep the right pages for this one. Oh, for Pete's sake. Let me open the other one. Another one. That one is not quite what I want it to be. Alright. Hopefully I did better with this one. I always check everything I send out before it goes, so please know that. I have the history that I could find that will come with it. And here we go. So what I did was I kept the signatures together, and there are 12 pages, which would be 24 front and back, all written on. I did put a couple of the blank pages in for you. And these are almost all handwritten. And like I said, I don't have for sure dates, but it is so pretty. And she puts on everyone where she got them from. And that's why I think it was handed down, because I think with the names I could nail down. These recipes are Grandma Minor. Just, there's hundreds of names in this that she kept track of. Griddle cakes from Mother, and you can see the writing is different. So I really think that this was Grandma's to start with, and then that it was handed down. And you'll see in the bigger one too that it was probably the later date. Oops, rubber band, sorry about that, but oh, it'll come off. I have to stop saying Date gems. There is also some mention of a cooking school, and these came from the East Coast, I believe Connecticut. And the gal who had these was Miss Nettie J. Bishop. And I'm calling it the family cookbooks because I really believe that's what they are. So you'll have 12 pages. I'm not sure I counted right here, but I'll get these straightened out before they head out. And I did include ephemera that was in the book. Mrs. Rathburn's Snickerdoodles. So the front part of that one. Oh, for Pete's sake, I'm so sorry. That's going to have to ring. I bet it's my mom. Nope. There. That took care of that. And there's also some old ads that she kept with recipes on. And this one, I think, even talks about no ration stamps needed. Cow brand soda, and it's not all the same in each one, but there is an equal amount of really cool ephemera. Obviously a later one. Well, who knows? Who knows? And this was, so each little packet's different as far as the ephemera goes. And I'll be sending along some of my own that I've acquired through different recipe books and things like that. But this is from Nettie Bishop. It had 8 signatures in really poor condition. Let's see, I kind of said everything. The inside cover had a written note that said, "By the kindness of Mr. Miner." And I'm wondering if that was her grandfather. And there were other names mentioned that I believe were sisters and cousins. Okay. Yeah, I believe they lived in Connecticut. I'm trying to find more. I would love if I could find a family picture somewhere. So if I do find those things, I will send them out to the people who buy these little signatures. This is the other that came from there, and here's my crazy notes. And another. So this bigger one came with that. And I am not sure. But, well, I know it's the same family. And it was very... Oh, a bunch of different ones. And it's kind of different handwriting than the other one. I think the other one's much older than this one. She's got them pinned in with a little pin. It's so cute. It's not... That's probably some pretty old writing too. It's just so hard to tell. Like I said, I didn't find many dates on them. So it kind of goes along that way. And then you can see they made their own. I actually think this could be like early 1900s. Salads. I love that they pinned them in like that. And it just goes all the way through. See, that writing is old. And they wrote on every piece that they could because there was a lot. They must have done a lot of cooking. And who knows, maybe one of them did go to cooking school. There was a vocational school they mentioned, but again, no names of anything. So these are things that were in this book, in the recipe book. Entertaining a big crowd. Here's how to do it on rations. So that would put it around 1918, right? I have to look for sure. So there are a lot of things that they kept out of the newspaper. Grapefruit and fig salad. Oh, whoa. A luncheon for May. Put a spring pastel colors and crisp, fresh textures on your menu. Oh, and then those awful slimmer and so nice big ad for these. And then this was the envelope that she kept. Many of my things keep. So I think this spans some time. And I wonder, just guessing, if maybe if one of these was from one side of the family and one from the other. So that is that. And by the time you see this, the little packs of recipe book things will be on the website. And I will add the links below. And I will also obviously be going through them to make sure that all the pages are written, as many as I can, front and back, in each signature. There'll be 12 pages. So that's that one. I have been working on, I don't know why, little tiny books. I love dictionaries. And this one was coming apart. See that? Crooked stitching. And this is what I did. I had these really cool sticky back clear pocket things. So I trimmed it up, and then the first page of this still shows. So it was the 1926 edition. And then I have just some cute things in here. Some fussy cutting. I found the cute book with all the pages are this beautiful blue with the borders. And I made some, oh, for Pete's sake, Sandy. I made some of those. And that is scrapbook paper. I found a pad at the thrift store. And this says, I'm glad, by unknown, I'm glad the sky is painted blue and the earth is painted green, with such a lot of nice air, nice fresh air, all sandwiched in between. I thought that was kind of neat. And this is a French dictionary, German dictionary. See, I'm just having a day, aren't I? So, vellum. And we all need butterflies. And this is a little pocket. And this cutie is one of those iron-on, I think it's Aunt Lydia's patterns. I took the little poopsie out of there. And some more cool paper. Onion skin, I believe. Quack. I had to reinforce a lot of the pages. This is some old ribbon that I found at the thrift store. Tiny Rick Rack. This is from the back of the book. This is the back page. And this book was set up, specially prepared for Colmia Brothers, Englewood, Kansas, and also for Peter's Weatherbird solid leather shoes. Say that a few times fast. So these were the advertisements in the back, the very back of the book. And I couldn't figure out a way to put them in the book except to laminate it so you could see both sides. Pretty cool. Someone did a little, George here did a little, oh gosh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Oh, if only I could edit, right? So I did include that as just a little page in here that you could do something with if you wanted. This is Angela at Traveling Crafters Principles. And this is one of the music pages, and I put a napkin over it. Just glued it on because it looks cool. A page from a magazine. 9 smart colors. Some ledger. And then I added charms to the strings that are from the signature. One says Hope, and then one is just some vintage beads that were from a necklace. And then we go back through the pages. There's a little pocket. And I love this duck. He just made me smile. And I do use paper from the scrapbook paper books. I'm not even sure that's what you call them. But when I find them in the thrift stores, I do pick them up. And this is just a tag I made. I wanted to carry the quilt fabric from the... I'm terrible, aren't I? Oh my gosh, I need to wake up before I do videos. I'm sorry, everyone. Styling. Gotta do a little styling, right? Some more of that blue book. This is from a really cute book that teaches kids about cameras and how to take good pictures. This is one of my little notebooks I made with the old 1927 checks. It's just a few pages. You can write on them or glue things in them, draw. And then this is another tag that I did, and it has a little pocket there. I took this out of a book, so I'm not clever or anything, but I thought it was kind of neat with the books. Dream, plenty of writing room. That's an old file folder. And then this little pocket is so cute. And it was made by a friend of mine. And it just fit perfect. And not only that, there's the pocket behind. And that way I could keep all of the writing of Marjorie Allen from Oklahoma, Prairie Dell. So that is what I wanted to keep. And the back was a mess. It had a lot of stains and it was just grimy. So I took this out of an old scrapbook that I got from an estate. And I just thought that was cute. It kind of blended in with the color. Some rickrack. A little crooked tag. And a little crooked sewing. But that's me. I'm a little crooked. And I'm far from perfect. And then you might notice the theme here. I had some paper dolls that I took to the Maker's Market this week. And I have a few things left to do. This is elastic binding, so you can take all of this out or add to it. And the book was called The Dollhouse. And it was so adorable, I could not take all the pages apart and take them out. So I cut this little bunny out of one page and put her on the front. And this was the original flyleaf. And I cut out, on the pages that I couldn't save, I cut out all these cuties and made them paper dolls of this sort. And in this pocket, there are a bunch of fussy cuts I did. So they're kind of like paper dolls, or you can use them for whatever. And there's also a pocket here. And like I always say, these books go out stuffed with ephemera, so when you're seeing these not refilled books, it's just the beginning. The book was by Helen Adler. It's a Rand McNally. Oh boy, and I don't do very well with the Roman numerals. This is Mary Lou with all her dolls. This is some vintage wallpaper. Another pocket. A couple more dolls. And my favorite Fancy Nancy with her dolls. Some ledger. Butterflies. And her dad made her a beautiful dollhouse under the tree because she had so many dolls. And then her dolls lived there happily. And this is some more wallpaper. So of course there's a pocket. And these obviously you could add to this book. They're not They're not real paper dolls, but I think they look like them. Fancy Nancy. A few more. I made ruffles. Sometimes I just do things. This was out of that same scrapbook. It had really big pictures for magazines in it, so I kind of fussy cut what I could use out of them. And this was Fun in a Garret. It came out of a book. I want to say one of the my Bookhouse books. Fun in a Garret by Emma C. Dowd. We're having a lovely time today. We're all of us up in the garret at play. We have 3 houses under the eaves. Not real, you know, but make-believes. 2 we live in and 1 is a store where a little old screen makes a truly door. It's just cute. So I thought that would be fun in there. And here's a little tag I did. And it says, "Gentle fairies, hush your singing. Can you hear my white bells ringing?" And on back it says, "Who can tell me what they say? Ringing as from far away." I love this owl. He's like, "Whoop, you got fairies in your house, girl." I am easily amused, if you don't know that by now. This is a pocket. Vintage wallpaper and some cute Dollar Tree trim. The pages are out of order, but it was the best I could do with the book. So there's another, and then a whole bunch in this pocket. I love to fussy cut, and I'm not exactly... Sometimes I cut off heads and arms. As you saw in the Dolly Journal, I cut off Barbie's arms. This is a pocket, and this is a pocket. And like I keep saying, I do fill them up with stuff for you. So that cutie will be on the website too. And there's the back. Junior Elf book. And there you have it. That'll be it for this video. I hope you're all having a great weekend. It's nice and sunny here in Wisconsin, and we moved our appointment with the shearer fellow to March 21st because it is so warm. The flies are out, and the sheep are too woolly to wait till April, so we moved it up a few weeks. So now I'm in crazy mode to get everything ready. So I hope you're doing well. Thank you again for always putting up with my phone ringing and whatever else happens here. Smooches from the sheep, Jolly, and Louise. Talk to you soon.